Kuma doesn't hit hard, but he make everyone hit like a truck. Let's break down Kuma real value and how he silently are carrying the fights. I'm going to talk about the synergy with AoE heroes, rally value, and passive triggers. Everything you need to know. And something that I noticed yesterday with the fighting on the statue, sometimes my legions was doing very nice damage, on other side sometimes they was not performing that well. And something that I noticed is when there was a lot of Kuma legions, my heroes was doing crazy amount of damage, especially my Lilia, my Velen, my Waldir, all the AoE heroes there was doing crazy amount of damage. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to make a small test just to share what I'm trying to say. I have Kuma right now with Goresh, and you're not always you're going to see Kuma as a commander, but if you zoom in, you definitely can separate Kuma from the rest of the infantry heroes. And this is the main reason I saw that the Kuma is the hero that actually was providing this extra damage for my legions. So I'm going to attack this poor infantry there, and after this just going to attack with Bertrand and Tohar. Obviously we're waiting for the Goresh to fire up. After him he's going to be the Kuma, and I want to see the damage that the Bertrand is going to do. 23,000. Obviously it's going to be Goresh, Kuma again, and after this is going to be Bertrand with 24. Now I'm going to leave this mob for the purpose of the next testing that I want to share with you guys. And it have to be with the same allegiance, because it's going to be same defense, same troops, same everything. So I'm going to get Goresh and I'm going to put Skogo here. My Kuma skill is actually level 2, so it's only draining 12% of the target HP. But I'm going to share with you later about something that made me huge impression, but we're going to continue right now with the test. So I'm going to take out Kuma and I'm going to put Skogo there. Okay, it's going to be Skogo with the same amount of troops. I'm going to go out and I'm going to leave Goresh again attacking directly this legion, and we're going to check it out the Bertrand skill, how much damage is going to do. So obviously we're starting, Goresh is going to fire up his rage skill, and after this is going to be Skogo. And here comes the Bertrand. The damage is 21k, not 23, not 24. We're going to get another hit from Bertrand, which is going to be 17k, which is, you start seeing the difference. 23, 24, 21, 17k, which is 27. Okay, that was a critical, we're not counting the criticals, but you clearly can see the damage that is boosting the Bertrand. Now why I'm speaking about the AoE heroes is just because Lilia, Velen, Waldir, or whatever you AoE hero you have on the field, it can be also Muxiang, it can be also Thunderlin, all these mages, and we finally have some marksmans that is doing some AoE damage obviously. But all these AoE damage dealers is going to benefit from the drain from the Kuma. And something that I get wrong in my previous video when I make the first impression over Kuma, and I get comment under my video where the people correct me, that's correct. Kuma is draining up to 150% HP from the target. It's going to be 50% draining the target that you're currently hitting, and up to 100% draining the other legions near the target. So by draining this HP, all the legions around Kuma is going to become more weaker. And by making them weaker, the AoE damage dealers is going to do crazy amount of damage. It can be mages, the majority of the cases is going to be mages. But that's not all. Kuma can be absolutely crazy paired with Li Kuan. Now I was thinking Li Kuan is going to be the hero that is going to be for rallies. But this hero in open field is also extremely good one and the higher damage he's doing, Awaken It is like 1.7k, and the damage scales from the infantry HP. That's why the new pets that are presented in Call of Dragons is boosting the Legion HP with 7%, 10%, and with the advanced one was extra 7%, I think close to 17%, something like this. You can correct me in the comments below. But by scaling the HP, this hero here is melting everything on the battlefield. Li Kuan is melting infantry on the battlefield. And for sure, I can say these two heroes are better from Goresh and Skogo. In my opinion, they're just melting everything on the battlefield, weaker the enemy legions, and your AoE keywords can destroy the enemy troops. It can be enemy infantry, it can be mages, marksmen, it didn't actually matter. Those two heroes are absolutely crazy. And no wonder the whole Call of Dragon community think that he's a AoE monster, because heroes like Lee and other splash heroes are just exploding around the Kuma. And even I notice when, you know, I fight with my legions, I don't put huge attention what kind of troops we're having on the battlefield. I just look, are we going to have an infantry or not? I don't go, is this Mogro or Madeline? But it make me huge impression the reports I get, so I can say Kuma is AoE monster. And I also think he's underrated in the rally setups. Obviously Li Kuan is going to be the rally leader, but I think the synergy with Kuma and the draining on the specific legion is just going to provide very nice burst damage over the enemy castle. It can be gate, it can be bastion. And I want to say something, don't judge Kuma by his own stats. He may have low damage, but everything around him are melting. And then I ask my question to myself, is Kuma worth building even if I don't play that much support? Since, you know, I don't have that many infantry, I'm waiting to tier 5 them and etc. And definitely yes, I'm going to focus over Kuma. So far I have my Goresh on pretty decent stats like 553, and I'm going to focus the rest of my investment over Kuma. And don't forget to hit one like if you think or if you believe the support heroes deserve more love. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and especially for the Kuma, because I think he's undervalued hero, but by watching him on the battlefield I start thinking other way around. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.